everyone, right now I am going to be embossing using my KNK ZIng. You'll need cardstock, a stylus embossing pen and pen holder, a mat, and some felt. I'm using a scrap felt, one that didn't work out for me. You can use basically any kind of felt, or you can also use crafting foam as well. I found that felt kind of fits better on my underneath the wheels, the pinch wheels of the KNK ZIng. Now I will be securing this with painter's tape. Make sure that you secure it properly so that it kind of doesn't fold or crease up and stuff. Also, I'm using loads of painter's tape because my mat arrived with hardly any stickiness to it. I think I used it for 2 cuts, unsuccessful cuts, and the adhesive was gone. And of course, I have to buy another one, so kind of like don't want to right now. So there you go. Now make sure when you're putting the painter's tape that you don't put it in a section or anywhere near the area where you're going to be embossing, because painter's tape is kind of hard to take off. It kind of rips your cardstock a little. So if you know any of anything else, then just use that. Now I'll be using the fine tip embossing tip. You can use the other one for bigger designs, or if you're doing kind of like a little shade in. I'm using this one since it's just like fine lines. Make sure you tighten both screws. Try to center it as best you can. Also, don't pull it all the way in. Don't put the stencil all the way through your pen holder. Just leave out the tip of the embossing, the little ball on the tip. Now, these are my settings for the KNK ZIng Air. I will be aligning the laser on my mat. I am using the WSEWYG. What you see is what you get. I'm using a cut of 16 and up of 17 and a force of 136. You can use more or whatever. You can kind of tinker it depending on the cardstock you're using. This is a graphic specific for 110 cardstock. So, and it kind of embosses pretty nicely. It also works on the 80 and textured, but I'm not too sure if it works on the glitter or anything like that. I really don't know. I haven't tried it. If you guys want to try it, and it works, it doesn't, just leave it in the comment section. Also, here I'll be doing a 1 cut, and then I'm going to go ahead and jump into a 2 cut. Here is the 1 cut, and you can already see it embossing like right there. Now, if you kind of want to get the insides of the embossing, you're going to have to fill it in with lines. You know how you have two outlines, like basically where it's going to cut? Well, if you fill in the inside with loads of lines or anything you can figure out to get it, probably duplicate, minimize, to get lines in there, then it will crease through it and make it kind of like a pop out. But usually try those with larger designs. Now I'm going to try the 2 cut. You can go as many cuts as you want depending on how deep you want them. You can also adjust the how far you put in the pen holder. Like if you want it like upwards a little, downwards a little, and then the force as well. Once doing that, you can kind of like tinker it to your like needs or your specifications. Now, like I said, I am using the stylus. I don't see why I should pay $30 for an attachment tool. I just don't see it. I tried this on the Silhouette Cameo. It does not emboss. It kind of like does a little creasing, but it does not emboss. It doesn't have enough force. And you can use the pen holder as well to engrave with an engraving pen. I've done this for the Cameo actually, and it did work. The video should be somewhere on my blog and here on YouTube. Now here are the final results. That is the 2 cut and this is the 1 cut. There's hardly any difference. I just think that the 2 cuts kind of gives it a little bit more pop out. This is the 1 cut and this is the 2 cut. As you can see.